Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Time for our weekly update on what's happened at the Artesia Senior Center. Caryl Goss is with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And if you're willing to take that wager on what I'm going to say first, you're going to lose it this morning. We forgot to put time change, so I want to remind all the seniors that this weekend is time change. It's not on your calendar, but we will have it on next year's calendar. We changed our format a little bit, and it just didn't get transferred.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because I keep telling people you're going to have to set your clocks back. And then I have to remind myself that I'm probably one of the few people that has analog clocks all throughout the whole building that have to be changed. So much of what we have today with the technology, the computers and the phones, they all, and a lot of vehicles now will automatically change. But I keep thinking there's still somebody out there with a VCR that's still flashing zeros, you know.
I have a VCR, but it's not even plugged in. But it's because we have some of those kids' videos that we still haven't transferred to something more modern. And I think, and then I had somebody call about 4 or 5 months ago and wanted to know if they could borrow it.
Oh, wow.
Because they wanted to watch. And I was like, come get it. It's just dusted off.
Yeah, and if it never comes back.
Well, it came back.
Oh, okay.
It came back. It came back.
Well, good. So time change weekend is this weekend. We fall back 1 hour either before you go to bed Saturday night or when you get up Sunday morning.
And if you have trouble remembering fall in the fall, spring in the spring.
That's right.
I can remember that as a kid. My grandmother teaching me that.
Yep.
The other thing I want to be sure and mention before we get started is this Saturday, November the 6th, 11 a.m., Moose Lodge.
Oh, yeah, there it is right there.
Uh-huh.
And they're doing Thanksgiving dinner this
Yes.
time. So that's good.
And I'm ready.
I love turkey.
I like the dressing.
Yeah, the dressing's good.
Mm-hmm.
On the cranberry sauce, do you have to have it homemade, or is shoving it out of the can okay?
Okay, out of the can. Is it gelled or is it with the berries?
Gelled.
Yes. My husband, homemade.
Homemade, yeah. I mean, everybody has a little different deal, but I just enjoy cutting the top of the can, cutting the bottom of the can, and just pushing it out onto the plate and go, here we go.
And make real pretty little slices, you know, and it
Yes.
lays back and looks like you've really done something.
I've worked hard on this.
Yes. And then I like the brown and serve rolls, you know, because they're hard to make.
That's right.
But I make little sandwiches with that cranberry sauce. I just love a brown and
Yes.
serve roll with cranberry sauce.
It's good times.
And dark meat. Now, I'm a dark meat person.
Okay, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I'll eat either one, but my husband has to have the white meat, so
Okay.
it's just
Well, then it works. 'Cause
easier at the house. I don't care which one I get, so
Yeah.
it's easier that way.
There you go. So Thanksgiving dinner
At
Saturday.
The Moose.
At the Moose, 11 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it's for all the seniors.
Now, do they need to make a reservation or check with you?
Not that they've told us.
Okay.
No, this is strictly through the Moose, and we just help them promote it because it does benefit so many of our seniors.
Okay.
It really does. So you get a good hot meal, a nice environment, and I haven't had the opportunity to go, but I understand they remodeled the inside of the Moose like maybe a year ago or so.
Okay.
And that it's really nice.
We know when they're cooking outdoors because it's right across the street. No, that's the Elks.
That's the Elks.
The Moose is
out on Main Street.
west. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, very good. So I hadn't been out there either, so I don't.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So my normal 9 o'clock painting. There I am looking at that clock, and we have a clock in every room that's analog at the senior center.
Mm-hmm.
Every room. They're
Yep.
big, huge clocks.
Yep.
You know, for visual.
Yep.
But they're going to be doing their painting. I hope some show up. It's kind of quiet in there when I left this morning compared to most mornings, but I think that's probably the fog.
The fog, yeah, a little foggy weather.
Yes. And then those that want to play bridge will have bridge at 1 o'clock. The Open Art Studio, they, again, like I told you last week, they are taking advantage of that, staying and working on different projects. Some are painting with magic markers, some are painting with colored pencils, some are acrylics, watercolor. Till I started working there, didn't know the difference in everything, so.
But now you do.
I'm not a painter, house or canvas. House or canvas? Let's just get that real clear right now.
Well, that reminds me, I don't know if you remember the comedian Stephen Wright has the real dry one-liner jokes. He said at one time, "It's a small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it."
Oh, ditto. Ditto. I need to write that one down. Swedish Weaving this afternoon at 1:30, and then the Texas Hold'em is at 2. But I was going to remind everybody, guys, it's a little chilly out there if you're planning on playing on the patio. Bring a little thicker jacket than you brought last week, maybe.
Okay.
Unless the sun comes out and it really warms up. That exercise video, again, is available at 4. The Creative Crafters, that's on Monday. That's on Fridays at 9, and then on Mondays at 9. So you can work on anything you want. Hand and Foot, Friday at 10 o'clock. And that's not get your foot out of your mouth with your hand. That is a card game.
That's funny. Do you still get a question or two?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, we do. It's amazing.
Yep.
Bridge, again, Friday at 1 for those that want to play. Also, it's going to be a little chilly, so I wouldn't bring a coat. Don't bring those thin sweaters you've been bringing. You're going to need a little something thicker or play inside. Bingo, 1:30. Everybody loves bingo. And I'm shaking my head no at Gene. I can do bingo about once every 3 or 4 years. Sewing at 1:30. So come down, do your sewing. Then again, remind the Moose, Saturday at 11 on the 6th. Monday, exercise video, the Creative Crafters, train dominoes. We were teaching 2 new people yesterday train dominoes.
Okay.
So it's never too late to come in to learn, because we can just put you in with the pros and they help you, or put you with the beginners and the pros will help you anyway.
But they do.
But they do. Sewing at 1:30, and that exercise video again is available at 4. Monday, on the 8th, is going to be macrame. She's changed her day from 10 to 11:30. Made some really neat things last month.
Okay.
Really interesting. And she brings most of the material, for your first learning project.
Okay.
So come down and enjoy. On Tuesday, woodworking. Smelt that yesterday. Somebody was in there doing some woodworking, and I was like, oh, it smells like Ruidosa. I mean, to me, this cold weather. The line dancing, your intermediate, is Tuesdays at 9:30. Bridge again, 1 o'clock. Bring those jackets. Sewing and ceramics, 1:30 on Tuesdays. And stained glass is at 6:30.
Okay.
Tuesday night. Go in the back door.
Now, on the 9th, Tuesday, is that also your J&J folks?
That's where I got my finger on it, so I didn't forget.
Okay.
Hey, we have the free watch batteries on the 9th. That's Tuesday the 9th, and we have had to limit that to 2.
Okay.
Don't bring that bag of 20 watches. 2 watches.
Okay.
And then remind everybody that J&J Home Care is back. And they're doing, I call it the little mini physical we couldn't do without J&J Home Care. Those nurses are so awesome.
Yep.
Besides taking everything that I tell y'all, if one of the seniors has an issue, we listen and help them. Like if they have a spouse that's needing home care or needing something, they're right there for them. So J&J Home Care, 10 o'clock, blood pressures. Most important thing I need to talk about, because we might not get to do our other, is the 10th.
Okay.
That's Wednesday the 10th at 9 o'clock. The Medicare questions and answers.
Okay.
That started, and they act like it's right now. You have till December the 7th to make your final decision.
Okay.
So we've called in a couple of insurance agents that we really trust, that we've had there in the past. They're going to be there Wednesday at 9 o'clock. They're going to talk about this Medicare Advantage and help people understand, is it really for you?
Okay.
For some people it is, for some people it's not. But the advertisements on TV look so good. And last year we had a couple of seniors get in trouble. Because people call on the phone, tell them what all they can offer them, and they switched, and it didn't
turn out good.
No.
Okay.
No. So my thing is, please come down next Wednesday, 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the 10th. I keep getting that backwards. Wednesday the 10th.
Okay.
9 o'clock. And they're going to be there as long as we have questions.
Okay, we've got about a minute left.
Okay.
All right.
I wanted to be sure before, I want to remind everybody Veterans Day is next Thursday, a week from today. So be thinking about your veterans, who you want to call. I used to call a certain one every year, and he passed away.
Oh, so you need another one to call.
Well, I call the ones that I knew about back then, and then as my list started growing more and more and more. So,
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Who is the first, or since how long has it been since this NFL team had a red stripe on their helmet?
Red stripe on their helmet. Red stripe on their helmet? Not the Falcons.
The Cowboys. I just heard
Cowboys.
it on your radio. It was one of your little.
They're making a change for the uniform.
And it said they hadn't done that since 77.
77. I'll have to go back and see if I can find some pictures of uniforms back then. That's kind of like this year. We have black on the Bulldog uniforms on the shoulders. And it's been a long time
since we had
black in the uniforms, usually orange and white.
Orange and white.
Yeah, so I'll have to look and see. Red? That doesn't seem like that would match.
It's striped for your veterans.
Well, I know that's a good
and
reason to do
patriotic.
it. Yeah, but I don't.
Well, blue.
With the blue
red,
and
white, and blue. Come on, works
yeah,
for
but
me.
it's a different blue. The Cowboys blue is a different blue.
You still bleed American, red, white, and blue.
I understand. And
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Caryl, and have a great week. Okay. All
Bye-bye.
right. Let's see what's left of the news.